Hello and welcome to Katie Bug's Crafts. Today we are going to make some Halloween themed trinket trays, a ghost, a bat, and a pumpkin. I want to see if we can add as many bubbles as we can to our resin to see what effect it will have. Will it work? Let's find out. So as you saw there, I am using my super gloss coat epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 and it's from the epoxy resin store. I'm gonna put you guys on a little bit of a fast forward because nobody really wants to sit through this in real time. So it is super cold in my craft room today. It was about, I want to say about 60 degrees Fahrenheit in my craft room last night. Yeah, my epoxy is super thick. So just bear with me. I do pull out my big guns. I got my hand drill with the mixing tip on it that I pull out here in a little bit. So, have you ever wondered what would happen if you overmixed your resin? You mixed it really fast and added lots of bubbles into your resin. Well, I was quite lazy and I tried that. As you can see right here, I took the tip out of my drill. My battery wasn't stuck in properly. So I overmix my resin so much. I introduced so many bubbles. It turns into this very thick, bubbly foam. And I want to see how bad it turns out in the end. So I am mixing the tar out of this on high speed with my drill. So I mixed this for probably about 5 minutes. I have some glitter here that I got off of a wonderful woman on Etsy. I am just sprinkling it all over these molds. I don't mind glitter. It's my craft room. If you come in my craft room, you're expecting that somebody actually does crafts in here. So you're gonna get glittery and I don't mind it. But that glitter, this video is not doing it justice. It looks absolutely beautiful. And that little bag is full of multicolored maple leaves. There's silver and gold and like a copper and a bronze. Absolutely beautiful. So now that, my 3 trays have their glitter in them, it is time to separate my resin. I left it set there on the side for a couple of minutes because I figured if it was warmer, if it started to heat up a bit, it would thin out and maybe some of my bubbles would release. And it absolutely worked. This is my Let's Resin Ocean White pigment paste that I'm using. And this is Let's Resin Black pigment paste. I also have a Chinese brand glow in the dark orange. It is absolutely beautiful. I love that bright orange. And I got my CSO glow in the dark powders, pigment powders out. And I just want to see if the glow powder will work through the opaque pigments. See how pretty that orange is? Absolutely beautiful. Love it. So I also added a intense high flow acrylic. There's the black one, getting ready to pour it in my vat. I did spray my molds with isopropyl alcohol before I added my resin and after I put my glitter in. So I guess this video is going to be a test to see what works. So my white pigment paste in this epoxy, since it is so thick, the pigment paste stuck fast to the bottom of the cup. And I didn't realize it right away, but I did it in a different pour, and it actually came out and it looked like ocean waves. It wasn't sticky at all. So are you guys epoxy resin users? Do you use epoxy resin, or do you do tabletop, deep pour? Do you make keychains? Do you do UV? I would really like to know. So drop me a comment in the bottom. I do read every comment. I love hearing what everybody has to say. I made these last year, and my sister claimed all 3 of them. She uses them beside her stove year round for a drop tray. She loves them. She absolutely loves them. I'll put a picture in right here of what they look like from last year. So I pushed them out of the way, and I'm gonna do some cleaning up, and I'm gonna use the rest of my resin. Put you guys on a ×5 fast forward. You can skip through it. It's only gonna be like 4 or 5 minutes, so it's up to you. So this is my little shaker turtle mold. It is absolutely adorable. I got it off of Amazon. I used what was left of my orange, I believe, in his head, and then just added a little bit of white and black. So I'm adding the rest of my white in with my black, but since now the resin is actually starting to cure, it's thicker. So the monochrome look, I think, is absolutely gorgeous, and I want to see if it works in this. It's like a 3D butterfly mold. On the right, on the bottom, is also just a little turtle mold that I got off of Amazon. And the one I'm doing now is a mini axolotl silicone mold that I had made. So the way this axolotl mold is made, it's got some super small areas where you have their little gills and the little head. So it takes a little bit to get it to sink down. but I did do a little squish to try to get the air pockets out. On the right, you can't see, I actually have the little butterfly molds. There's 16 little butterflies in there. Black and white, why not? Not every butterfly is cute. Another little turtle mold. And yeah, I filled up what I had. This is just scraping out my single cups. Cleaning my sticks off. Wiping the stickiness off my table. Hello, it's demold time. Woo woo! Starting off with the turtle shaker charm. This was the one where I added the leftover orange in it. So adorable. It looks really cool. Really cool. Stay tuned, I finish it and put a picture at the end. So these are baby axolotls. This is a mold that I made myself. Cute little guys. I'm going to put you on a little bit of a fast forward because nobody wants to sit through all 6 of these. Here we go. Baby turtle up next. He's got cute little facets on the back, on his back. Sorry you can't see. Maybe someday I'll get used to that. Look, another baby turtle. Yep. Sorry. My niece and nephew were in the room with me, so I wanted to show them too. They're new to resin. This is the first time they've hung out with me when I did it. So they were interested in, how they come out and the whole process. It was really neat. 16 little butterflies. They need some trimming. It won't take much. Most of that dry, thin resin just snaps right off exactly where you need it to anyway. Time to do the butterfly. Come out looking really nice. That white actually goes throughout the whole piece. It looks really nice. Really, really nice. Ghosty! Look how cool. So cute and shiny. It's pumpkin time. When I think of pumpkins like this with faces, I think of that old Halloween song, Pumpkinhead Harvey. Gets me every time. Pop. It's still malleable. It bent when I got it out because it was so cold. All I have to do is just lay it on a flat surface and it'll cure, it'll harden flat. Time for the bath. There it is. So, being that it was so cold in here, this actually was 36 hours later, and I did not get a mean blush on it from curing in the cooler room, and the bubbles that we introduced into the resin, couldn't even tell. There was no bubbles around the edges or anything. Like I said, I put the glitter in, and then I did spray 99% isopropyl alcohol in the mold right after I did the glitter. You can't tell at all that there was bubbles in any of it, not even under the glitter. Drawing a face on him, gotta give him some character. I messed up on the nose instead of outlining. I actually just filled it all the way in because my marker slipped. But I do something different with them, so you'll have to keep an eye out for the pictures at the end to see how the finished look turned out. So cool. There he is! I put eyeballs on him. The bat, I didn't do anything because he didn't need nothing. Look, butterflies! Oh, he's kind of scary. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for coming.